Series 1-0. Scott Cole, Dirk along with you. Got Phil up on the desk in the chat. Alex and Jeff roaming around, and here we go. 76ers will win the tip. Radiant, these have a game of games. Guarded by Turnip. Steeds with another screen. And they'll take a timeout. Third gap. No question about it. Radiant now. Only got 5 on the shot clock. They got a mismatch. Jay Money gets right by him to the free throw line, and there's Radiant. Something tells me we're going to see something different.
And Twitter was lighting up, and everybody said, you're unleashing the demon in this game. People seem to forget what Radiant is capable of, even if he has one bad game.
2-0 here early. JoJo spent last year as an intern for Pacers Gaming, has now find himself in the final. What a story he's been. He's got a lot of family in the building that made their way down from Indiana, and there is Bear the Beast. I should probably say over from Indiana or up from Indiana. And here he is again, man.
Just to the rack. Yeah, that's all he's been doing all series long, putting his head down. I mean, if your game plan is to, hey, force him inside and give him twos, you like it, but you're giving him too many.
You like to give up twos instead of threes, but you got to factor in takeover coming eventually. 4-2 here early. They hadn't had a lot of leads in the series. I think last time they led was 6-4 in that opening game. Felt like I'm at the World Cup in 2010. They've transported to South Africa. It's a brilliant match. As Bear Feast with a rebound. Bear with a mini. Can't hit. And 76ers want to run. Radiant pull it back out. 14 to shoot. Another mismatch. See if he tries to go by Feast. He'll take a step back. Redwinter into the mid-range. I didn't see if he had a shot meter or not. And there's CDS. I told you. He's going to be the X factor.
You can see here, that's something Steez went to every single time he got an offensive rebound in game number 1. He's trying to find CDS. That is the first time it has worked so far in the series, being able to get him an open look off the O-board.
I mean, the T-Rex would be jealous of all these long arms, but it's not the way you're going to win games. 7-2. Hot start for Philly. They're trying to even this series up. Bear. Redward getting in the pass lane, but someone left Jay Money all alone. He can't hit, but Turnip. Another chance here for the T-Wolves. Shot clock running down. 5 to shoot now. Bear, screen from JoJo. Gives it to JoJo. And he will force that one up. And Brad will get the board. 7-2 run, and there's a foul coming in from JoJo, his first, team first, and they're talking now. The intensity is certainly picked up, Dirk.
Most definitely. 76ers crowd starting to get more involved into the action that we saw in that first game. And that's what you need. I mean, this Timberwolves crowd, they came in numbers.
Someone asking the chat what build Jay Money's on, Dirk.
Shot creating sharpshooter at the 3.
That is the meta.
There are people in the league, I think collectively, that they feel like that this build at the small forward is one of the best builds that you can play on. Just because of how good it has the height, it has the sharpshooting, it has shot creating, so you can hit some fades as well.
Well, A-Rooks made us a believer for the Bucks early in the season, and it sort of stuck for everybody. Nudini certainly has picked up his defense. Radiant. Gets it over to Breadwinner. Breadwinner steps into the mid-range. He'll hit a shot. Breadwinner from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
And this is why you can't cancel anybody out in the game of 2K. I mean, especially this early, you're on a run, things are starting to go your way. Still so much game time left to be able to break something open, especially for the T-Wolves. The thing is that you started to slow down this 5-out set. How much will they continue to go towards this, or will they start sending these cuts here soon? Everybody has to try to stay aware.
The home team has been the struggle side so far. Slow starts. And it's a shot clock violation. I didn't even hear the whistle.
This is the defense that you wanted from them in game one. I mean, Gainey's not even really forcing a lot of the bumps necessarily to be able to stop that, but he's just closing down the angles and not allowing Bear to get to that sweet spot in the Euro step.
Radiant, little space. He'll pull the trigger. And Brad will glide in for the second chance, and then he'll give it away. Maybe could have gone right back up with it. Here's Bear. That's some room. Off the mark, he had hit 3 3-pointers. Game one in that 32-point performance. Up to Brett. Brett's going to pull it. He says it's green. I'd say the shot meter's working.
I think somebody in the crowd called green for him. I don't even think they ended up seeing it. That's how much confidence they got in breadwinner LA.
12-2. Timeout, T-Wolves. Let's check in with Alex.
What's up, Scott? I'm in the T-Wolves fan cave over here with two brothers of JoJo. We have older brother Caleb and identical twin Noah. I'm not gonna lie, I walked up to the studio today and I thought you were JoJo. Do you get recognized as him now?
Oh, all the time. I walked up, we were here at like 11, guys were getting set up and people just come up, what's up, JoJo? I said, oh, what's up? That was it.
You guys are down 10 right now. They obviously came out and crushed it. What do they have to do to get back into this game, you think?
Well, I think these are both two really good teams. So I think you just trust your game plan and trust each other and it'll work out. I mean, we're here for a long haul, so we're ready.
What can you say about your brother? He was an intern last year and now he's playing for a finals championship.
Oh, yeah, I think last year grew him up a lot. He got to be around a lot of good guys and Wolf and Swizzerk and got to be under Cody. And Cody was great for him and it just really helped him just understand the game a little bit better and the rest of it all came all together. So he got to be in the league this year. He's doing really well.
All right, guys, welcome to New York and enjoy the rest of your night. Scott, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Alex. Well, 12-2. They need something from JoJo here. They're down by 10. They've only managed a bucket, and that was a dunk by Bear. Here's JoJo, the man from Indiana. Gives it out to Bear the Beast. Guarded by ZDS. Turn up. He's got to force it up from the corner, and they'll get the rebound. Up ahead to Radiant. He'll give it to ZDS. Sharing is caring.
And there, just 14-2 run. Easy baskets. Radiant gets the assist over towards EDS, but it all started on the defensive end.
That's good for both of their takeovers,
exactly.
right?
I mean, it's great for both of them, but it also just the fact that they were able to play the defense right there. That's where it all started. Swinging around, throwing different bodies at Bear as well.
It is a different game here in game two. They are trying to tie up the series. J Money, quick trigger. And they're outrunning again. It's a 3-on-1. Radiant pulls the trigger. He would love to have that one back. Had Nudini underneath for an uncontested jam. And JoJo answer on the other end. Mark the tape. They can hold it for one shot. They're going to hold the T-Wolves to 4 points here in the quarter. 10 seconds to go for Radiant. Has time. Turn up. Trying to stay with him. Radiant into the mid-range. Steez has got to go up. No, the buzzer will sound. And that's how the first quarter will end. 14-4 in favor of Philly. Usually that's reserved for Minnesota and their lockdown defender. Game 2. Minnesota's up 1-0. Scott Cole, Dirk back with it here for the final. It's been a great season, and Bear, they go right to the rack. I mean, you're having trouble shooting, Dirk. Get it to the rim.
I mean, now you're seeing why the 76ers just kept on trying to funnel it in down low in any sort of way that they could. I mean, the T-Wolves are 3 of 12 when it comes down to shooting in the game. Everything that they've hit has been from the insides, and I don't think any of them have been off of the mid-range jump shot or anything. They're just going straight on into the paint.
They only missed 9 shots in the first game. Total. Bear. Slip to JoJo. Signs out to throw it. He's going to hold on to it. 10 to shoot. Gives it over to JoJo on the left wing. Guarded by Breadwinner. 2 rookies going at it. Now Nudini. Trying to stay with Bear. They give it a feast. He's got to force it up. And Turnup comes up with a rebound. J Money, what a pass out of JoJo.
All reliable on the old boards. I mean, that just crushes you when you allow somebody who should be boxed out from the corner to be able to get those type of rebounds.
Radiant gives it to Steves. And Feast will jump in. Bear. 4 unanswered points here by the T-Wolves. Start of the second quarter. They brought it back within 6. Bear behind the back a few times. That's a lot of space for J Money, and he hits it.
It's that miscommunication again. Same thing here. Pick and roll, J Money. Bear does the behind the back move, gets a nice little gather of speed, and then hits a wrapping J Money over towards the corner.
Radiant. Guarded by Feast. And he'll shoot it over Feast. Radiant with his first 3 of the final. Only had 2 points in that first game. He's got 5 so far. He's not shooting well, though. He's 2 of 7. But they've made defensive adjustments here in game 2. And here's J Money in the paint. Had to step out for a moment, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. If it's hard for us to hear, the player's got to be struggling with it as well.
Everything gets picked up with how loud this crowd is. That's going straight into the microphone, into the ears of everybody.
Radiant now. Working against Turnip. Radiant will pull the trigger again. Misses it short, and Nudini from the corner. They are 4 of 8 now from downtown.
And that's where it's killing them, just that you're not able to try to match it. I mean, everybody getting a 3 in the game apart from Steves, which is what you expect when you have that pure glass.
Feast from the corner, no good. Steves comes up with a board. His 7th board already. We've only played a bit over 9 minutes. And we have a foul. It's going to reach in by J Money. That'll be his first. Haven't had a lot of fouls in either of the first 2 games. Radiant. He's got 8 to shoot. On the screen here by Steves. This time he connects. ZDS wraps around to the free throw line. Can't hit it, but Steves there with another rebound. Radiant again. Turnip trying to stay with him, and ZDS.
Steves is sitting there yelling. He's like, damn, you're open. Hit the shots. It's the same thing when you go back to their last series. Steves got like 3 offensive rebounds, kicked out to ZDS every time, and nothing happened.
Take over for Steves.
You can see here, 2 players up top, leave just the open man down low, and that's the easiest bucket Steves will get all series.
J Money now has 3 points. Gets it off to JoJo. Back to J Money. And they try to go. The JoJo on a slip, not there. Nudini out on the break, and he'll be fouled. Good foul there by Bear. That'll send him to the line.
He's waiting to see if the ball would go under the basket and then go straight back down and see if it would end up counting.
Nudini has not missed a free throw all season long. And he continues that trend. If you know anything about pure locks in the league,
that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. 24-11.
That's been the motto, I think, from the tip-off tournament all the way up until now. If you don't know, well, now you know.
Breadwinner forcing the turnover. 6 turnovers now for Minnesota. Came out on a nice little run to start the quarter, and he sets it screen. That means it's good.
The energy is just deflated now. It seems like everything is transitioned from one side of the room to the other. And again, we talked about when Radiant gets over to here, starts to get into his element a little bit more. Not having the greatest games by any means, but he's hitting some shots to at least sway some momentum going towards their side.
J Money. Nice cut, nice find. He's got 5 now. Good pass.
Well, if you know a team is struggling shooting from behind the arc, you need to be aware that they're going to start sending out some cuts, or they're going to try to at least work in towards the mid-range. You just can't be caught sleeping at this age. Everyone's got to be locked in. You can't just get caught looking at the ball handler if you're off ball. You always have to be aware, especially with somebody like J Money, who rarely stops moving. I mean, there's only times when they're in a 5-out set to where he ends up in a catch-and-shoot situation. Other than that, he's always working out the midi decks. He's dexing in and out every single time, forcing a cut in straight inside as well.
Radiant. That'll rim out. Radiant on the season, a 90% free throw shooter. Can't get it done. 35 seconds to go in the half, and there's our foul to give. That'll be the first on Breadwinner.
That's a perfect situation, too. I mean, you get the foul to give, and that's only Bread's first one, but that was a perfect opportunity to try to knock the ball loose. When Bear starts to do that hesitation, the ball's out, you can sometimes get plucks out of those.
So both teams will be in the bonus, shooting the rest of the way. And Breadwinner step in for another steal. 4 steals in the first half for Bread. He's certainly standing up here in game number 2. Radiant trying to hold the ball. They cannot hold it for the final shot, but they can certainly leave it with little time remaining. ZDS, shot clock running down. He's got to force this up. Oh, Breadwinner, what a pass! And he'll hit the 3 ball in the corner pocket. Breadwinner with 8 points, 4 steals, 2 rebounds.
I think it's turned into the celebrities influencers lounge now. Girl Gamer Chaz, new NBA 2K League Showcase champion. First of all, how does that feel coming out of my mouth?
It's awesome. The experience is amazing. I went in saying we were gonna win, and we won. It's crazy. Now
you played with Bear to Beast, and it just seems like he doesn't want to lose. I know we're close in this game right now, but what was the experience like playing with him?
It was like natural. Like he knew what he was doing, and because we just started playing with each other, it was just like a natural chemistry, and like everybody, like he was making plays, calling plays, and we just fell into like position. It was easy.
And I know you're trying to make the league for season 3. What did he teach you out there? How did the experience help you?
Playing better defense and learning when to switch and when to wrap. So that definitely helped me, and when to shoot and when not to shoot. He definitely helped me with that.
And we got Nick the Bulls fan. You're not the champion anymore. What happened?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We didn't get any chance to scrim last night at all. So like the first time we were actually playing tangible people, not the CPU, was on the stage. So like the first quarter for us was like kind of our scrim. So like if we had a chance to scrim, I feel like the game would have went different. I'm gonna be honest. But like it'd be nice to see you out there next year.
That's right, guys. I'm coming. Season 3 NBA 2K League Showcase. Book it.
All right, I don't know about that, Jeff. I think the popular opinion would say no, but hey, you never know who's going to not show up. Nudini can't hit the 3. It's a 20-point game as Bear. Hey, can't hit your shots. Got to take it to the rack.
See right there, ZDS just trying to end up baiting that out. But again, Bear hasn't been making passes a lot this series. Maybe more in this game than he did in that game number 1. But that's just something where you just drop down and hope that Radiant ends up getting your back and guards the person out by the 3.
Here's Radiant. Coming off a pick and roll action here from Steez. Gives it out to Breadwinner, who had a great first half. Ends up coming up short, gets his own rebound. A lot of things going wrong for Minnesota here in game 2. Radiant gets into the paint. He can't make the layup. And they'll reset it back up. Breadwinner. Look like he maybe could have dunked it, and he will! Exclamation point!
You can see here, he's been stopping right there at the mid-range and going for a hop step into a jam, and that's a thunderous one.
Breadwinner makes the free throw. He's now got 11. Averages only 8.6 points a game. Really has shown up here in game 2. Bread. Here's Bear. J Money, guarded by ZDS. Turn up, had a pass out of that shot. He was smothered. Another heavy. Stees trying to bring it up. And right now the 76ers are content to use a lot of this clock here in the third quarter. Radiant finds Stees. Stees working on a double-double, 8 points, 10 rebounds.
He's been a workhorse for him down low, securing so many of the rebounds. And we got some vuvuzelas on this side now. I thought it was only on the T-Wolves side.
Bear now. Got a shot blocked by Breadwinner. Breadwinner with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and now a block.
Well, there's a reason why he is first team all defense for stuff like that. And he plays so crazy. I can't say it. Cassius tweeted it, but I'm not going to repeat what was said when they actually went out to Philly to talk to these guys and how his play style. Let's say, I like just to call it the headless chicken. They just run around and scramble, just pushing square, getting in the lanes. So for Breadwinner, I mean, that's what he's been doing all year long, and that's why his steals are up there. That's why him and Stees both almost set the record for steals in a game.
They had the record at one point. They are loud on this side of the studio here in game 2. Feast gets it off to Bear the Beast. Had a sensational game 1 with 32 points. He's only got 8 here in game 2. And it's a shot clock violation.
See, it's crazy because they're running the same offense they did in game 1, but you know that when you have a coach like Jeff Terrell and the adjustments that you are able to make, they're throwing a lot more baits from the wings and trying to force them. They've had Feast up there at top, and Steve's like, okay, well, Feast, you got to hit every single shot that I'm going to give you. They now put JoJo up there and try to work out on that side and force the pinch, but that way they're just trying to shut down any lane that Bear gets because, I mean, to make that pass, it's got to be a split-second reaction for you to be able to dot up the person to whichever wing you're driving to.
Radiant with 11, Breadwinner with 11, and now we got a jump ball. It's going to be between Bread and J Money. And they'll do this from the center circle. 44-19. 76ers look like they're going to tie the series up. They have certainly bounced back after an embarrassing game 1. Takeover time for Radiant. Turn up trying to watch his ankles, goes right by him, takes the contact, but can't finish. And Brett comes across. And it's a new possession for Philly.
Ooh.
Turn up trying to draw the charge, but he's going to get called a foul. It'll be a reach-in.
See, that was pretty smart there by Turn Up too. When you're trying to draw the charge, even if you don't get it, you still force him into a contact. That's why he went for the reach right there. It's a really good reach by Turn Up to try to force a reset. You almost got a steal from it as well.
And Radiant will throw it up. And Stees will hammer it down.
It almost looked like it was going to end up going out of bounds, but when you don't put a body onto Stees right there, and that's when either Stees calls it out or Radiant says, hey, I'm going to throw the lob. If you just see Feast playing up just a little bit too much, and if he doesn't react in time, he's not going to grab it out of the air.
J Money, wide open lane. He's now got 7. And Feast didn't even jump for that one.
And you really need to just start in terms of your game plan. 1, you got to play better defense, but 2, you also have to try to find a way at some point to get some 3s. This is not a game you can play just by giving up 2s over and over again.
Radiant steps in. It's a 16.5-footer. And Radiant's got 13.
Well, it's great to what we're seeing from Radiant right now. This is how he played against the Celtics. He got in so much of a groove to where he said, I'm going to 5-out Melise the whole game. He just says, Stees, go block. I don't really care anymore.
J Money. Game clock running down. He'll fade away at the buzzer, but it won't go. 27 points. It's a lead as we head to the final quarter here of game number 2. 48-21. Scott Cole, Dirk along with you. It's been all 76ers here in game 2. I'm nervous what's going to happen in game 3.
It's definitely going to be interesting.
We had a blowout in the first game, a blowout in the second game. Something tells me game 3 might be a hell game. Here's Radiant. A little bit of cross up. Breadwinner in the corner. And still loose. If Brett hit that shot, season over. jot everything down. I head home. And Radiant says it's green. He's got 16 now. Nothing but bottom of the net here, Dirk.
It's Bear with a taste of his own medicine, always just getting that walk back and finds himself an open look, and now they're up by 30.
$51-21. Telling you right now, I'm not sure you want to be the home team. The home team in these first 2 games has not looked good.
Yeah, it's looked, what's the term they always use? Terabad.
Yeah, it's not terrible, it's not bad. It's been terabad, the shooting for the home team here in these first 2 games. And there's a dunk by Bear. He's got 10.
That's something that'll work out no matter which side you're on. Euro stepping into the lane and dunking it.
Someone trolling us in the chat. Why do they yell green? It's coming in from Texas boy. I think he knows. I think that's a troll. I'm not buying it. Radiant. For those at home that may not know, when you fill the bar up on the shot meter, of course you can't see the shot meter. It takes away a little bit of the player scan, but it takes away a little of the mystery. I have heard that we are going to see a little bit more of the shot meter in Season 3, as we'll be able to tap into all 10 player screens. So we'll be able to see takeovers, we'll be able to see shot meters.
Hey, you scream green for the same reason. If you're at home playing Park, you're playing Rec, you're playing Pro-Am, get you hyped up. It's like, wow, I released my shot the best way possible.
JoJo, back of the rim. 30-point game. CDS off the mark. Coming upon 4 minutes to go. Remember, it's a best of 5. So a win here by the 76ers has virtually turned this into a 3-game series.
Well, finally, the sweep curse breaks. What's a positive for anybody who's neutral and wants to see some more free basketball.
And Bear won't get it to go. Yeah, every series leading up to this one in the playoffs has been a sweep. We had best of 3s in the first 2 rounds. And now we're in a best of 5 to try to close out the season. We got a whole bunch of off-season content coming your way, including how you can get involved in Season 3. So make sure you keep it locked, not only to our Twitch and YouTube channels, but also follow us on social media out on Twitter and Instagram. 55-23. League just continues to grow. New teams coming in next year. Hornets Venom down in Charlotte will join the fray.
I'm gonna find Big West. I need myself one of those shirts. I said it. I think that they are gonna come out with one of the best colorways.
Absolutely.
Gonna add some purple into it.
I need the purple.
Yeah,
I do need the purple. And Radiant off the glass and good. 18 for Radiant.
He's been able to just turn the game around for himself. He's been getting a lot of the shots up. I mean, 18 points for him, 15 for Bread, 10 for Steez, and he secured himself a double-double with those 13 rebounds as well.
Here's JoJo. Up to Radiant. And he lobs it up for Bread. Oh my goodness. New Dini. Quick green.
If you looked at it, you'd think it was a showcase.
59-23. I want to say a big hello to Chin TV. He's been out helping us moderate the Twitch chat all season long. Extra poggers to you, my friend. Steez. 1:45 to go. Remember, another 10 minutes in between Game 2 and Game 3.
Oh, I'm about to say, I thought Bread was 3 for 3. He's 3 for 4.
Still.
Impressive.
On the season, Breadwinner shoots 44% from downtown. Certainly feels like it's worse than that. Here's J Money. Up by 39. Nudini to ZDS. Well, if this goes to a game 5, do they flip a coin to decide what side you're going to choose at the end? As ZDS now with 11.
You can picture now. Meet at the cake top right in the middle. Gabe flips the coin.
Called in the air. Coming up on a minute left in this one. We're going to be tied at 1 apiece. Here in the best of 5, and that's silly. Breadwinner does have a takeover. CDS off the mark as Turnup comes down with it. Radiant gives it off to ZDS. Breadwinner steps in, and Fee says, I know we're down by 40, but I'm not letting you have that. And Bread with another rebound. Breadwinner with a monster game. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 steals for Breadwinner. And Steez with a double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds.
What?
And a little pause in the action. 64-23, and remember, KR NFX will be rocking the stage. If you haven't heard this youngster, he's going to be mixing it up coming up next.
He is dope. He came into
He's out of control, right?
It's cool, right? Because we have our green room. We have a whole little section they got from. They got him a food platter, some bottles of water, you name it. And he said, here, this is where you can go hang out. And he sits there, no, I want to come out here with everybody. And we were just sitting there asking him, going through his background, how did he get into beatboxing. And he was just casually sitting there making all these noises. Like, you're just like, randomly one day I was like, I want to turn the speaker. Like some weird stuff like that. And he just kept on doing it. It was just mind blown by. But yeah, special talent. If you've never seen his work, you get to see it here. And again, every noise you hear is made with his mouth, which is awesome.
It's mind blowing. That's coming up next in between these games. And like I said, there's a little pause in the action with 37 seconds to go. 64-23. Can we just count this GG? All right, we're back to the action. Good to see. Here's Bear the Beats. I wonder if somebody unplugged, thinking, hey, this was over, I'm done. And that's the crazy thing is, all 10 guys got to be at their seats. ZDS, that's with his badge. I mean, come on. Anybody can make that.
Hey, your Snickers hungriest player to watch. Definitely
he was
showed
hungry,
up.
right?
He was definitely. And you have to be if you're not playing well. And you got to come out there and you just got to be mad.
You've seen that a lot, though. Like, you have a blowout, somebody will hit pause or tab out. They are playing on Alienware computers, so if you tab out, that'll also pause the game.
It always says.
And once that happens, like the admins have to not restart the game, but unpause the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, everyone ready and go. I think that's what happened there. Final second, CDS. That's bottom of the net.
Breadwinner's got 9 steals as well. That's got to be a high.
That's got to be
finals.
that's a playoff record. There's no question about it. And that's how game 2 will come to an end. 70-23.